What's going on, guys? Fun with Knives back again, and I have yet another new Spyderco. This time it's the Sage 5 Lightweight. So I've wanted a Sage series knife for a long time. I think the original purpose of that series was for Spyderco to kind of showcase some of their lock types. I know there's been liner lock, frame lock versions, a bunch of different steels, handle materials. This is the Sage 5 Lightweight. So you got FRN handle scales here and a compression lock. Not a knife I necessarily needed in any way. I think I have a lot of knives and even a lot of Spydercos that fulfill the same role or same size category, but one I wanted nonetheless. So spec rundown here before we do some comparisons, and then I can start carrying this thing. So overall length, 7.13 inches, making this kind of a medium-sized knife. Your blade length here is right at 3 inches, but your cutting edge is only 2 3/4 with that forward finger choil. A nice leaf-shaped blade here. CPM S30V on that steel, which we see from Spyderco all the time. Sal Glesser design. And this is a Taichung, Taiwan-made knife, so the build quality should be pretty excellent. Your blade thickness, 0.12 inches, and a full flat grind, so this should be nice and slicey. As I mentioned before, this does have FRN handle scales. You got some bi-directional texturing here that does differ from the standard like Delica or Endura. I actually should have one here. Let's see, check the knife drawer. There we go. This one's probably a little dirty, but you can see that texture does differ a little bit. I think this is closer to what the Chaparral has, but I do not have that model necessarily. But either way, it should function similarly. This one is a compression lock, but unlike the Para 3 Lightweight, this does have 2 stainless steel liners, one on either side. The Para 3 Lightweight just kind of has a lock bar kind of bolted into plastic, so this should be a little bit more rigid. Those are skeletonized, but your handle thickness here is only 0.38 inches, so nice and thin. And your weight, as the name would suggest, it is lightweight. It's 2.7 ounces, so this is going to be like a featherweight in the pocket. Got a wire deep carry pocket clip that is reversible to the other side, but it is only tip-up carry. And simple standoff construction, just 2 here, and a smaller lanyard tube there. But that is the basics on this guy. Not a very exciting Spyderco. There's nothing special about this one. It's a black plastic S30V mid-sized knife, but the compression lock really sold me on it, and I think this should fit well between a couple of models here. Something like the Para 3 I think is going to be pretty similar, but I think this is going to carry a little bit better and slice a little bit better. And it's a little larger than something like a Native 5, but not quite so large as a Para 2 or PM2 or a Manix 2. So obviously iconic designs here from, or at least iconic models from Spyderco. I think the Sage 5 deserves a place in my collection, but I'm excited to carry it. I don't think there's a lot I'm going to do to this knife. I don't think there's a lot of aftermarket Sage 5 lightweight scales available, but if you guys have been watching the channel recently, I've been kind of obsessed with Lynch Northwest clips, so let's go ahead and put this replacement titanium clip on real fast. All right, and the Sage 5 is done and ready to carry. New Lynch Northwest clip on it, better retention. Hopefully we'll keep that retention over time. Just some fit and finish things I wanted to note. Lockup is excellent. We're talking about a plastic handled compression lock, so always good to see that. The lockup's a little later than I've seen some of my compression locks start out at, but doesn't bother me at all. Works flawlessly. Your centering is very good. There's little to no flex in that handle. Action's smooth. Lockup's good. Detent seems pretty good. Haven't had any misfires as I've been kind of playing around with this. So that's the Sage 5 Lightweight. Can't wait to start carrying this one. So thanks for watching, guys. And remember, have fun with your knives.